As I finish off the book with the conclusion, um, I like the end, how it's like the end result of a well-designed life is a well-lived life, and I think that really just captures like the whole essence of the book. Is like, honestly, um, like anyone could have a well-lived life as long as they're happy, and like if you have a life well lived, and so like if you have a life well lived, um, it went back through and gave us the reminder that when um if you're living like a coherent life or a good life or anything, that's when like who you are, what you believe, and then what you're doing are in adequate alignment. And I like also really like that is like, because to be like have a good life and to live well essentially doesn't matter what degree you get, what money you make, who you're friends with, um because it all like aligns together. If or you'll just have a happy life if it's well, if all those three are in alignment. It doesn't matter like all of the things that you have. It's like who your character essentially is and what you do. um I liked that they said that you kind of have to disrupt your life to change it, essentially. And that like learning slash unlearning is hard to do, but like it's well lived. And so like as you're taking on and disrupting like your life how it is normally, you're going to disrupt it and make it into a better life or something that you want to do. And so I really enjoyed how it said be curious, because you can be curious about so many things, and like say different people that you meet, and then different job opportunities and different like lives that people are living, different places to live. Like there's so many things that you could just like be curious about, like why people do things this way compared to this way, or like how they used to do it compared to now, like what changed and what's working now compared to when. And so like honestly, if you're just curious in any aspect of your life, like it essentially like you can be curious without being like demeanoring down, because like you can be curious and ask like questions in a mean way rather than like asking questions honestly just to be curious about them. And so like through being curious you could try things, and then that's the second point is like try stuff. And so like essentially like why did they used to do it this way is because they kept trying things new and then that worked better, and so they tried stuff. So like off your curiosity you can try stuff and then it'll be better. Reframe problems. I honestly think this one is my favorite one, because it's like a change in perspective that you need to have to fix a problem. And I think this is something that I've actually done really well at, especially at Whitworth. I have a lot of different opinions than other people, which like is so good, but I love listening to people and I love hearing their opinion. And it's really hard when I don't get the same reaction back. And like I would never judge a person for their views or for what they do or what they believe in, but I get judged the same. And so I think that it's not really a problem, but like essentially if it was like a worldly problem, if I have a different opinion than someone, they shouldn't hate me for my opinion. They should love me for who I am. And so I think that this is the one that I've done a good job at, because I can look to the other side and see that they are just different than me. They've grown up in a different place than me. They've gone through life differently than me, as everyone should. And just because someone has a different opinion than me doesn't mean they're wrong, essentially. I just think differently than them. And so I think that is something that I've really had to learn since being at Whitworth. Other thing is know that it's a process. And honestly, just like awareness, like don't give up and really just like try your best. Like no matter what fails, like I said that I tried out for cheer team so many times and I didn't make it, but I'm on the lacrosse team now. Like that was 5 years of my life I tried out for the cheer team and I still didn't make it. Like, okay. But like I trusted the process, and like just because I'm not on cheer team, I'm still playing a college sport, which is so fun and so awesome. Like I love it, and so I think that that was like a really good choice for me. And then ask for help. I think this was the one thing that I did really well with this last semester, because like as I was changing, I asked you, I asked Duff, and I asked Jim Sear, and I asked Dawn Keg, I asked a lot of people what I should essentially do because I didn't really just want to say be at Whitworth or have the major I have and just all these things. And like I did ask for help and I changed things, and I am now a lot happier than when I was in the beginning of the semester or / school year. And so I think that it was a really good switch, and I did ask for help in this. And like I think honestly just asking for help can also solve like your curiosity as you like are being curious. Like people have answers, people know a lot more than you do, people have lived different lives than you do. Like I said, like people have also of older age like have gone through more experiences than you have, and so I think asking for help is one of the bigger ones. And so I think those 5 really just like it summed up the whole book, and then it made it really clear on like 5 key things that I can really focus on essentially. I really did enjoy this book. I think it was really good. It was kind of hard to read essentially as I just still don't know what my ideal career is. I do have like a general idea of kind of like what I want to do now, which is good. I don't know. I think that during the summer also, taking a class and reading a book is just good for your soul and health because since I'm not doing school, like it at least keeps me a little bit reading. I really did enjoy this, and I want to thank you again just for letting me do this opportunity, and then also with the book in the fall semester. I really appreciate it because this leadership minor was not in the best place for me, and you doing that has made me able to now do the leadership minor and actually graduate on time and all this stuff. And I appreciate all your help because you've really changed this last semester and then my next year for me. Like this will help so much, and I appreciate you a lot. So thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Bye.